Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. Boy, what a beautiful day here in the Catskills. Tuesday, oh, wait a minute, it's Thursday, sorry. October 15th, Election Day is coming. Uh-oh, a couple more weeks. All right, so getting right into this. So listen to this. There are approximately 850,000 active podcasts. This is stunning, the next figure. There are 31 million YouTube channels, all right? Tabor Talk is just one of 31 million. Okay, there's a Glut. Obviously, nobody can watch even a fraction of any of this stuff, but you just keep putting it out. So I get all these notifications from podcasts, YouTube channels, and you have to be selective, obviously. Duh, you know. So right now, well, this is what I used to listen to, right? Now, again, there are only so many hours in the day, but the podcasts that I listen to right now are Joe Rogan, The Very Bad Wizards with Tamler Summers and David Pizarro, Tim Ferriss, Sean Carroll, the name of his podcast is Mindscape. And then lately, the last month or two, I've been getting into Lex Friedman. He's out there at MIT. He's got a good podcast. I found out about him, again, from Joe Rogan. So I used to listen to Sam Harris, but you know what? I still love Sam, but he has a subscription basis. He's charging. I'm like, get the fuck out of there, dude. I mean, you're great. I love you. But, you know, 850,000 podcasts. Nobody else is charging but you. I mean, there's some. It's not a good strategy. So, and I'm not alone with this. Eric Weinstein, he started out strong, and then his last couple of podcasts, he really got carried away with that intellectual dark web. And then he started abusing his guests. It was terrible. And he just stopped doing it, because really Eric Weinstein was an interesting guy. He was an amazing guest on everybody's podcast. Everyone wanted him. He was terrific. Started his podcast. It was very strong, and now he's kind of a dick, you know? Real genius, smart guy, but he's got a chip on his shoulder. Chips, multiple. I mean, all right. Tyler Cohen, who's good, but I just don't have the damn time, right? And I like the visual too. So Joe Rogan and Lex Friedman are on YouTube too, and they have the visual. The others, Very Bad Wizard and Tim Ferriss and Sean Carroll, just the audio. So, I mean, that's fine, but I prefer the visual. Okay, so, and by the way, that's not to mention the YouTube channels that I listen to. Like, the main ones are, okay, David Pakman, I watch all his videos. Brian Tyler Cohen, who also has a YouTube channel and a podcast. The Young Turks, with Yank Unger and Anna Kasparian, love them. Kyle Kalinski's Secular Talk, and then I'll watch some of The Hill with what is it, Sagar and Crystal. Jimmy Dore, I stopped listening to him. He was attacking the left too much. Michael Malice, a little bit. There was one other. Tim Pool. I stopped listening to him because now he's a right-wing asshole. And then I used to kind of get into Adam Ruins Everything. But there's only so much time in a day. And then all these smaller channels, just regular people, you know, like me, or some people only have a few subscribers. If it's interesting, I'll check it out. Okay, so I get another notification. Tom Papa has a podcast. It's called Breaking Bread. And I go, oh, Jesus Christ, there's a glut. Like, everybody's got a fucking podcast. Like, not like every celebrity, everybody's got a podcast. Who is going to watch this? And I tried to listen to Joe's friends, you know, like, I don't know, was it Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub and Chris D'Elia, Joey Diaz, all of them, hundreds. And it's just, who's the Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and they're not good. It's really a waste of time. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't waste my time with that nonsense. So Tom Papa, I almost said, no, I'm not going to watch this. I watched it, and it's good. It's I might continue to watch. I'm not sure. So his guest was Joe Rogan. And by the way, I usually don't watch podcasts when Joe is the guest because I know him. I've been following Joe since 2009. I know Joe better than he knows himself. And when he's being interviewed, it's the same old shit. He repeats himself, I'll tell you that much. Joe, I've heard all those stories 100 times, and I'm not exaggerating. Like in the interview here with Tom Papa, he's talking about the Sam Kinison bit. I'm like, oh no, here we go again. I heard that story 50, 60 times. I don't know how he does it, doesn't he? All right, Joe's great. I love him. Greatest podcast in the world, but that's a problem for him, at least for me. But let me just show you a little bit of Tom Papa. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but just to give you a little taste. And I'll put the link in the comment section afterwards. Watch. Tom Papa, Joe Rogan.
It's time for Breaking Bread with Papa. Hey, don't you know? Hey, it's our goal. Hey, it's time for Breaking Bread with Papa. Hey, don't you know? Hey, it's also a show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Breaking Bread with Tom Papa. Look at you on a podcast.
I feel like this is deja vu.
It's so weird. How do you like my new studio?
It's weird. It looks like mine.
I know, but I figured,
I don't mind you copying it.
You've always been such an influence, and I figured, I mean, it's not exactly like yours, but it's close.
No, it's definitely not exact. People hate the studio.
Do they really? Why? What, fans or guests?
Yeah, well, the fans that will comment, which is a lot like people that sign polls.
Right.
Just a little taste. I'll stop it there. I'll put the link in the comment section. But what do you think? Too much, right? How's a guy, like, I'm being half kidding here, but how can you possibly compete? I'm a non-celebrity type when just about everybody has a fucking podcast, All right. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here at Tabor Talk.